My name is Minzy, and this is my granddad's tie. I'm here to talk about Chelsea 1, Manchester United 0. 2 Friday night kickoffs, Aston Villa versus Spurs, Chelsea versus Manchester United. Next week is the Europa League final between Manchester United and Spurs, so that's why both of these games kicked off early on a Friday. And, well, it went to form in the end. I can't believe one of these two dickheads are going to actually win a trophy and, to add insult to injury, are going to qualify for the Champions League. It's an actual disgrace that 16th and 17th, respectively, are going to qualify for the Champions League. One of them will. One of them will. Absolute nonsense. But hey, that is what it is. It's just facts. Man United had a crazy journey against Lyon and then a very simple one against Atletico Bilbao in the semi, much like Chelsea did it against Yo Gardens. We both had a very similar outcome. It was very comfortable. Tottenham, they held their own against Frankfurt, and then instead of playing Lazio, played Bodo Glimt. You can't moan at who they get. At the end of the day, they have to play the opposition they have in front of them. They won quite comfortably. Now it's Man United Spurs, the clown final, the comedy final, the Chuckle Vision final. But hey, one of them will win a trophy. One of them will be in Europe's elite competition next year, which is a joke. It's an absolute fucking joke. But hey, what can you do? What can you do? Aston Villa won today 2-0, and the players knew about it at half-time and in the middle of the second half. It was nervy, it was edgy, and Manchester United have got a fabulous record against Chelsea. Prior to the 4-3 madness last season, in which Chelsea finally beat Manchester United in the Premier League, the last victory at any ground, be it Old Trafford or Stamford Bridge, was Alvaro Morata's header in the 2017-2018 season. Fucking hell. So that's how long it was since Chelsea managed to claim a victory against Manchester United in the Premier League. They've had a fabulous record against us. As such, now we are unbeaten against Manchester United 3 Premier League games in a row in consecutive seasons. So that's nice to know. But anyway, this victory meant a lot. This victory meant a lot. It was a huge victory for Chelsea. It really was. But, well, what can I say? It was edgy. Manchester United, they were good in the beginning part of each half. In the first half, Maguire scored a beautiful goal from a Fernandes cross on the left. It was a good cross and it was almost a striker's finish. But thank Christ, Maguire was offside. Second half, Mount nearly came and haunted us. All the play was from their right. Mount nearly scored. And then Fernandes, from a similar position to where Mount was, blazes it over the bar. I think as a Manchester United fan, you'd have wanted Fernandes at the end of that shot, but hey, thankfully he didn't. He connected it too fiercely, so we say. And then Ahmad, after the goal that we scored, tries to catch Sanchez out at his near post, but Sanchez pushes it away. But other than that, thank Christ that they've got Rasmus Højlund, who's more inept than any of our Chelsea bloody strikers. He made Levi Colwill and Tosin Adebayo look like Carlos Puyo and Sergio Ramos in their prime, and I haven't let Levi Colwill off the hook. I think he's been poor this season, but thank Christ, Levi Colwill and Tosin, they both had a fucking day off. Thank goodness. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do think Chelsea deserved their victory today. They pushed Manchester United back. And in the end, we got there. First half, Reece James. I mean, he was the man of the match today for sure. Him and Caicedo were brilliant. But Reece James, that Travaya, if he had scored that against Onana in the first half, instead of smacking the post, goal of the season straight away, I'm sorry. That's a Puskas contender. Call me deluded, I don't give a flying fuck. And then Cole Palmer, deflected shot. I thought he was in. I don't know how Onana saved that. Ball falls kind of to Enzo Fernandez, who blazes it over into Dakar International Airport. But thankfully, it was offside. Otherwise, I would have been I think I would have had a fucking heart attack at that point. Second half, we knew Aston Villa were 2-0 up. We were outside of the top 5. It was getting nervy. It was getting edgy. But then the play of the half, where Neto gives it to Reece James on the right-hand side. And Reece James sent fucking Garnacho to Chittagong Fish Market. He sent him on a spliff, as expressions would say. Pirouetted him, and he didn't even look. He clipped the ball in perfectly over Manchester United centre-half. This is one of those where if you don't look, he could easily slice the ball into the goalkeeper's arm, but he absolutely dinked the ball perfectly, and Cucurella finishes like a centre-forward into the top right-hand corner of the net, left the goalkeeper no chance. It was a beautiful, beautiful move by Reece James, a beautiful header by Marc Cucurella, who should be playing up front now. He really should. And then, yeah, nervous. Don't know where they got 7 minutes of added on time from, but we held on. It could have been 2-0. It could have been more comfortable. I was thinking, should I get Cole Palmer on my team? And he released Noni Madueke, and I was regretting it. I was going, oh, fuck, I should have had him on my team. I would have got an assist. But no, Noni Madueke does what Noni Madueke does. And instead of hitting the back of the net, he sends a fucking Chelsea fan to Charing Cross Hospital for a cerebral hematoma. You fucking dipstick. How are you on a 1 and you fucking put it wide, you wanker. You made it a lot more harder than it needed to be, for fuck's sake. But hey ho, we held on 1-0. Now fate is in our own hands. But you know what? Fate is also in Nottingham Forest's hands. As much as I want West Ham to beat Nottingham Forest, it's not going to happen. West Ham are done. The season is khalas. They're not getting relegated. They're all the way in 15th, ahead of Manchester United and Spurs. They don't have to do shit, bruv. They don't have to do shit. You know, Nottingham Forest are going to beat them. And Nottingham Forest have got Chelsea at home. Chelsea's only away victory this calendar year was against Fulham. We fucking lost to Ipswich Town, for fuck's sake. How are we going to beat Nottingham Forest away? Fate is in Nottingham Forest's hands. And I don't think Manchester City will lose to Bournemouth next week either. So you know what? I said we won't get Champions League football. I think we'll miss out. You know, the game against really Ipswich Town is the one that fucked us. It really did. This is why we're not going to qualify for Europe. Is it because of Ipswich motherfucking Town? But it is what it is. It is what it is. At least we hope. At least we pray. At least we're in it. At least it makes the final day a lot more interesting. Fate is in our own hands. But like I said, fate is also in Nottingham Forest's hands. As such, 1-0 to Chelsea. We got to play Nottingham Forest away. Let's see what the next set of results will do over the course of the weekend. And then bring on next week, Sunday, at the City Ground, where one of us will qualify for the Champions League. It is either East Midlands Red or West London Blues. Nottingham Forest versus Chelsea. Bring it. Let's do it. Go hard or go home. And it looks like, if my predictions are correct, we go home. Inshallah, that's not the case. And we will be, inshallah, in the Champions League. For now, let me smoke on this. What time is it? No shit, I need to go to work. Safe.